Now, we're going to start this afternoon session off with an employer who has been very supportive of our program from day one when he found out that we are running this program called Seed Jobs for Life. He contacted us by email and he said that if we have the right people in our team, among our participants, he's got job opportunities to offer. He's none other than Mr. David Khor. Welcome, Mr. David Khor. He's managing director of a scientific company. Yes. And I will leave David to explain about his organization and the sort of job opportunities that he has available. More importantly, what he's looking for. And for those of you who would be interested to maybe explore the jobs that David has to offer, you may meet him immediately after this. You can always hand him your resume or your contact details and make arrangements to meet him, maybe for an interview, to follow up. So I leave it to you, David.
Thank you, Dr. Nisha. Thank you very much. First, I'd like to commend all of you for taking this opportunity to come and to better yourself and learn more, and also Dr. Nisha for helping run this program. Now, basically, I've got only 5 minutes, or maybe the most 10 minutes, to speak about our company and what we do, what sort of people we look for, and what are the prospects in the career and things like that. I just had a quick look at all the posters, and some of you wanted to be directors. No, we do not want to be directors in our companies, or actors, or lecturers, or things like that. What we are basically dealing in is actually health products. And if you have a compassion for people who are in need, who are sick, and if you want to help people to get well and things like that, maybe you can look into our medical sales company. Basically, we are helping those with heart problems. And I don't see any of you here, right? Maybe for myself, at this stage of 50 plus and things like that, I will probably have some heart problem or some narrowing of the heart vessel. So what our company do is actually we supply the balloon and the stents. I don't know whether you've heard of balloon and stents.
Yes. My father has 6 in his heart.
Maybe
He's 85.
Maybe one of them is from my company.
Could be,
maybe. So we are in the business of helping people to get better, and also instead of going through a normal process of open heart bypass, we insert a balloon and a stent. A balloon and a stent is actually a very niche product, very high-tech in a sense. I don't know whether you are familiar with the pen and has a spring inside, those old big pens, old ones. People like Tato and I were probably familiar with that. You open up the side and then you'll find that there's a little coil of springs. And these springs actually sort of flip up the ink and things, the pen and things like that. So it looks something like that. But to manufacture that with stainless steel, make it sterile and make it medically fit to be put into a patient takes a lot of innovation, creativity, and research and things like that. And for it to save a person's life, right? So you may want to be a little bit scientific in your thinking. You may be able to do a little bit of science subject, biology or things like that. But that is not necessary, right? Basically, you just want a little bit of foundation, a little bit of knowledge of how it works. It goes to the heart, all right? Either through your groin or through your arm here, all right? There are 2 ways to access the heart. I don't know how your dad went through it, whether through the groin or you're not
sure. Ask Prof. Imran who did the surgery.
Okay, so what they do is they insert that little spring to the heart, all right? And the heart has got little arteries that supply blood and all that, right, to the muscles and things like that. Over the years, due to unhealthy eating or due to lack of exercise, due to maybe bad smoking habits like smoking or even a stressful lifestyle and things like that, it causes your arteries to narrow. And over the years, if you do not do anything about those narrow arteries, what will happen is that you decide to clot. You stop 100% blocked. And once the arteries are 100% blocked, that means you get a heart attack, all right? And 70% of the time when you have a heart block like that, you don't make it in life. The other 30%, they may be working, they may be at home, they may be playing golf, or they may be in the tennis courts or badminton courts. They may be lucky enough to get an ambulance to bring them to the hospital, all right? And out of these 30% who are brought to the hospital, again, not many of them survive. And if they do survive, some of them, they become a little bit like vegetable state in the sense that because once your heart arteries are blocked, there's no blood that pumps to the brain. And once there's no blood that goes through the brain, what happens is that you get a brain damage and things like that. So it's something that is, I think is the number 1 or number 2 killer in Malaysia now, heart problem. So our company supply this balloon and stents to the hospitals, all right? And the cardiologists like Prof. Imran and things like that, they will do an ECG or a treadmill machine where you stand on like a treadmill and you run, and then they hook your body to all the electrodes and things like that. And from there, they can determine whether you've got any heart blocks or not, whether there's any narrowing of the vessels. And if there's any narrowing of vessels, they'll put it on the table, and then they will shoot some dye, they inject some dye into the body system. And from there, they can x-ray it and they can see where the blockages are. And once they detect the blockages, any blockages which is more than, say, about 50%, right? 50% narrowing, then they will put the balloon and the stent to where the blockages are, and then they open up. So that is what I'm selling, the balloon and the stent. The people whom I'm looking for, not necessarily fantastic in science or things like that, but maybe attitude to learn. All right, like what you're doing now, getting yourself improved and things like that. Be responsible, because we're dealing with life and death, all right? And we want the product to be in the hospital. We want the correct information to be conveyed to the doctors, to the end users. We do not want them to get wrong information and then they buy a product, they use a product, and at the end of the day they can't use it on the patient, and then the worst is that the patient is already on the table and they find that your product is not suitable, and you've got life and death at stake on the table. All right, so we're looking for responsible people who are compassionate. I see a lot of people who writes down on you are compassionate and things like that, helpful and things like that, which is good. We are looking for people who are able to communicate. What my product or our product can do or cannot do. We do not want salespeople who go there and promise the sky and say, oh, look, my product is top, it can do this, it can do that. Yeah, and at the end of the day, you can't perform, and you over-promise and you under-deliver. We do not want that, all right? So you want people who are honest, who are reliable, who have good communication skills, and you're dealing with doctors. You're not dealing with, a contractor, or you're dealing with a car salesman or someone like that. You're dealing with a professional person who has gone through lots of studies, lots of training in uni, 5-6 years of studies, housemen, and then they do their specialty in cardiology. They spend another 3-4 years, and then they are professional people. So they demand professional people who are honest with them, who will not waste their time, who will not go there and talk about the weather, the sky, the cars, or the movies and things like that. They want people who are able to know their products well, all right? So you've got to know your products too, all right?
So will you give some kind of product familiarization training?
Yes, we'll also give you some training, all right? And we'll also bring you around to see all the customers and things like that. We're also looking for people who are actually mobile in the sense that you must have a car, or at least you're independent. You will not be able to take public transport to reach the hospital and things like that. Sometimes I get calls, weekend sometimes, Saturday or Sunday, say, hey, look, we need a product, things like that. Can you come? So if you don't have a car, you don't have transport, then it does not meet the customers and things like that. But the thing about our company is that we're able to train you, all right? And if you like the company, you stay on. If you do not like the company, at least you have some experience. Now, just have a quick show of hands. How many of you have been looking for a job for the past 3 months? Right. How many of you have, keep the hands over up? How many of you have been looking for a job for the past 6 months? No. Okay, look. It is not easy to get a proper fit for a job and things like that. So we are able to give you some training, all right? At the same time, if you feel that there's potential, there's lots of potential actually. Not just cardiology. If you are in this business, in the healthcare business, I can tell you whether there's a recession or there's no recession, there's always business. When the economy is good, people will eat more, they will drink more, they will spend more on their food and things like that. And this will also lead to heart problems and health problems, right? In times when the economy is bad, people get stressed, and things like that, and so get sick, and again, it's recession-proof. So we've been around for 15 whole years. Lots of people come and go.
Where's your place based? Where's your office?
Our office actually in, you know where the Kunya building on the way to Sunway? It's actually where, off the Federal Highway, opposite the Motorola. I don't know if you are aware of that. It's a big Kunya building. It's called Bali Leisure Commerce Square. It used to be Bali Leisure Commerce Square.
Oh, we know that Bali is this. Across is the Guinness factory.
Yes, yes.
The Sunway Highway
That's right,
intersection.
correct. There's a bridge like the Penang Bridge or something, and it's just next to it. Yes, that's right. Okay. But most of the time you will not be in the office because most of the time you'll be with the customers in the hospital.
Going on the different hospitals.
You got a question?
Yeah, what's the name of the company?
The company is called Scientific Concepts. Scientific Concepts, yeah. If you are keen, sales and look, this is not a 9-to-5 job. All right, we're looking for mature people who are able to work independently. All right, we do not want to call you up, say, hey, look, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Where's the sales report? Where have you been today? Have you been working? Or have you been in the movies? Or have you gone to shopping centers and things like that? No. We treat you as adults, and we expect you to also give us a fair amount of work and things like that. And people come and go. There are people who have been with us for as long as 15 years, or as long as 2 years, and some companies find that they're good. They just pitch them from us. Fair, fine, it's okay, because we feel good about it, because we give you the training for 1-2 years, and then you do well in the industry, and other bigger companies are able to pay you more, so they just pitch you and then go and move on. We feel proud of that in that sense, all right? So anyway, I think time is catching up.
Do you have immediate vacancies? Or
yes, we do have immediate vacancies. Just one reason why I asked.
Any particular numbers in mind?
At the moment, I'm looking for one. And based in Klang Valley. Maybe the package and things like that, how much your basic salary is, how much the commission, how much the travel allowance, so that. Maybe if you speak to me personally, then I can let you know a bit more. Yeah, and if you feel that you're suitable for a sales job, you are a responsible person, you want to learn, and basically you want to learn, and then you're honest about working and things like that. Come and speak to me. I'll be here for the next few minutes. Yeah, and
should I just put your contact details up here? What we'll do is, you guys have already learned. You've been prepared how to get your resume out there, how to manage your interview process. So David, could we just put your email up here and your contact details? I think you contact Mr. David Khor directly, yeah, and then see how it goes, and David will be in touch with us nice and big, yeah, your email and your contact phone number. So I would like you all, whoever's interested in what David has to offer, you contact him directly, okay? Send your resume, send your application letter directly, set up your appointment to meet David directly and negotiate and find out more about, he says, salary package, travel allowances, whatever. Yeah?
CICON@gmail.com.
And the company is called Scientific Concepts. Concepts, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, David, D-A-V-I-D, dot, is it? Dot, SCICON@gmail.com. David Khor, 012-2822-811. Nice numbers.
Thank you. And I understand that your course does not finish until middle of next month, I think.
Actually, 18th of April, 25th of April, there are 2 more training modules. And then there is, the following weekend, there's no training because it's the long May Day holiday weekend. And I know a lot of people, it's also some school holidays going on. So May 9th is their graduation. But these are Saturdays, so should any of you get the job with Mr. David Khor's organization, you can start work anytime, as long as you can come back for the Saturday training modules, because it's a sales job, right? You can adjust your timing. He's not giving you clocking in sheets as long as you can do your job. So if you're successful to get a job with his organization, just as long as they can come back and complete the two more remaining courses. And May 9th graduation, because that's the big finale celebration thing.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll leave you here, all right? And if you're interested, just give me a tinkle, all right? Or just yes.
Are there any language specifications?
If you can speak English, Malay, and your local mother tongue dialect or things like that, it's fine. Yeah, no worries. Any other questions?
Is that David dot Sicon dot
David.Scicon@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.